Rasta, my good evening and welcome to the Manx Radio Folk Show with me, John Barker, playing you the best in folk and roots music from the Isle of Man and from all around the world. Here's a song you know well. It's performed by the wonderful band Ranagrai with a guest singer, a very well-known singer from a different genre. Can you guess who it is?
As I was going over the Cork and Kerry mountains, I met with Captain Farrell and his money he was counting. I first produced my pistol and then produced my rapier, saying stand and deliver, for I am your bold deceiver. Mushering, Amador, Amador. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. I counted up my money and it made a pretty penny. I took that money home and I gave it to my Jenny. She promised and she vowed that she never would deceive me. But the devil take that woman, for she never can be easy. Mushering, Amador, Amador. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. It was early in the morning, before I rose to travel, surrounded by the footmen and likewise Captain Farrell. I went for my old pistol, for they'd stolen my old rapier, but I couldn't shoot the water, so a prisoner I was taken. my brother in the army. I think that he is stationed in Cork or in Killarney. And if he would be here now, we'd be roving in Kilkenny. I know he'd treat me better than my darling sporting Jenny. Mushering, Amador, Amador. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar.
Is this the way to Amarillo? Yes, it was Tony Christie, who's recorded albums in the past with the band Ranagrai. And that's a new single they've released, Whiskey in the Jar, of course. Ranagrai were my discovery of Shrewsbury Folk Festival 2024, I think it was. I'd not really listened to them before, but their live set was so great I went to see them again the following day. And I think they've been on tour recently, actually, so if you get the chance to see them, do go. Another single that has been released, not quite sure what a single is these days really, is by Frankie Archer, the singer from the Northeast, who's really quite innovative in her choice of instrumentation, often using loops and such like to accompany her voice. Anyway, as I say, she's got a new single out, and this is it, a well-known song, The Demon Lover.
If I forsake my carpenter, leave my man for you, what will keep me safe and fed many the long day through? I've 6 ships on the salt, salt sea, sailing from dry land, and 120 jolly young men will be at your command. She's lifted up her little young son, kisses she's give him 3, saying stay right there my darling babe, and keep your dad company. A demon has my lover, it's taken her away. She's lusting for another, she's wandering astray. A demon has my lover, it's taken her away. She's lusting for another, she's wandering astray. Had not been at sea 2 weeks, I'm sure it was not 3, when this poor maid began to weep, and she wept most bitterly. Oh, do you weep for your gold, he said, your house is your land or store? Or do you weep for your house carpenter that you never shall see no more? I do not weep for my gold, she said, my house is my land or store. But I do weep for my wee poor babe that I never shall see no more. A demon has my lover, it's taken her away. She's lusting for another, she's wandering astray. A demon has my lover, it's taken her away. She's lusting for another, she's wandering astray. They had not been at sea 3 weeks, I'm sure it was not 4, when in their ship there sprang a leak, she sank to rise no more. What hills are those, my love, that are so bright and free? Those are the hills of heaven, my love, but not for you and me. What hills are those, my love, that are so dark and low? Those are the hills of hell, my love, where you and I must go.
Frankie Archer with The Demon Lover, perhaps better known as the House Carpenter, not to be confused with the Cruel Ship's Carpenter. What is it with carpenters? Here's some tunes by the Outside Track from 2018, the Wahoo set. So that was the Outside Track, who are a band including musicians from Canada, Ireland and Scotland, who've released 4 albums as far as I can see, the last in 2019. Now just going back to the song we heard before that, The Demon Lover or The House Carpenter, there is a version by Pentangle, sung by Bert Jansch and Jackie McShee, but it occurred to me the other day, I've played lots of Bert Jansch on the show and not very much John Renbourn. So here's a track from him from 1966, I Know My Baby.
I know my baby, she's bound to love me some. So I know my woman, she's bound to love me some. Why she throws her arms around me like a circle around the sun. Laid down last night, just trying to take my rest. Laid down last night, I was trying to take my rest, but my mind got to wandering like wild geese in the west. Sun's gonna shine on my back door someday. Sun's gonna shine on my back door someday. You know the wind's gonna blow my blues away. I know my baby, she's bound to love me some. 'Cause I know my woman, she's bound to love me some. Why she throws her arms around me like a circle around the sun.
John Renbourn from 1966. Let's go back even further in time to 1937 and Sonny Boy Williamson the First, or just Sonny Boy Williamson as he would have been known then, with Got the Bottle Up and Gone, perhaps better known as Bottle It Up and Go. It is Blues Club this week, so hopefully this will get you in the mood.
I don't sell no gas. I done brought my car, my boy, this heat too fast. You got to bottle it up and go. You got to bottle it up and go. You know the high power with mama, that your papa got your water on. Why now look at him, baby, what you been waiting on? Say you didn't love me, all the done been gone. You got to bottle it up and go. You got to bottle it up and go. You know the high power, mom, you know the papa got your water on. Well, I had a little duck and I named him Jim. I put him on the pond just to see him swim. You got to bottle it up and go. You got to bottle it up and go. You know the high power, mom, you know the papa got your water on. You got to bottle it up and go. You got to bottle it up and go. You know that high powered mama that your papa got you on. Well, if you don't love me, why don't you tell me so? I know you don't love me, baby, no more. You got to bottle it up and go. You got to bottle it up and go. You know that high powered mama, you know that papa got you on. Piano, but I wish I could. I got a woman, don't mean me no good. You got to bottle it up and go. You got to bottle it up and go. You know the high powered mom, you know the papa got you water.
So a little bit of blues there to get you in the mood for Blues Club, which is on Wednesday night this month at Sam Webb's in Douglas, starting about 8:45. Just down the road from there at the same time will be the trad session in O'Donnell's, so you can pop into both if you feel like it. There'll also be the trad session in the Mitre on Friday night, again about 8:45, and I think the Sunday afternoon session will be the Learners session in the Woodburn. There'll be the Folk Club in Ramsey on Thursday night, and I think that's about it for this week. But if you know of any other live music happening, do email folkshow@manxradio.com and I'll tell everyone about it. I've been listening to a podcast over the last couple of years called In the Roud, which has the rather ambitious task of producing a show of each of the traditional songs in the Roud index of traditional songs from across the English-speaking world. As there's about 40,000 of them in the index, I don't think they're ever going to get to the end. But I was listening to one a couple of weeks ago about a song called Fair Annie, which is a Scots song, and one of the guests on that programme was Debbie Armour from the band Bird Ellen, who talked about and performed the song. I'm going to play you the Bird Ellen version from the album A Tarot of the Green Wood, on which the song Fair Annie is known as the High Priestess and the Hierophant.
It's narrow, make your bed and learn to lie your lane. For I'm going over the seas, fair Annie, a new bride to bring home. She that welcomes my bricht bride must go like a maiden fair, and she must lace her middle sae neat and braid her yellow hair. But how can I go maiden-like when a maiden I am named? For I have borne 7 sons by you, and I am with child again. Wi' her I'll get baith gowd and gear wi' you, I ne'er got name. I took you as a waif woman, I'll leave ye as the same. She's ta'en her young son in her arms, and another ta'e her hand. She's gone up to the highest tower to see him come to land. Come up, my eldest son, and look o'er yon sea strand, and see your father's new-come bride before she comes to land. Then she's gone down and further down, the bride ship to behold, and the topmast and the mainmast, they shone like the burning gold. You're welcome to your house, Lord Thomas, you're welcome to your lands, and welcome to your gay lady that you lead by the hand. And you're welcome to your horse lady, you're welcome to your purse, you're welcome to your hen lady, for all that's here is yours. Aye, she served the lang tables with white bread and white wine, but aye, she's drank the wan water to hold her colour fine. When bells were rung and mass was sung, and all were bound for bed, Lord Thomas and his new-come bride to the chamber they were led. And Annie's taken up her harp to harp these two to sleep, and as she's harped and as she sang, full sorely did she weep. If my 7 sons were 7 young hares running on yon lily lea, I myself were a good greyhound, soon worried would they be. My goodness on, says the new-come bride, my shoon are on my feet, and I'll awa to fair Annie's bower and see what makes her grieve. And who was your father, Annie? And who was your mother? And had ye ony sisters, Annie? And had ye ony brothers? King Easter was my father dear, the Queen my mother was. John Armstrong frae the western lands, my eldest brother is. Well, if King Easter was your dear soul, so was he mine. And it shall nae be feel like a gouge that you your love shall time. But I have 7 ships, oh my ain, all leading to the brim. And I'll gie them a to you, fair Annie, and to your eldest son. And praise be all the powers in heaven, a gang a maiden hail. A gang a maiden
Burdellen, Burdellen, is a project featuring Debbie Armour and Gail Brogan. And it's an interesting mixture, the very traditional delivery of the song against a modern electronic accompaniment. Here's something very different. This is from a Mexican band called Los Originarios del Pal, and it's a newly released album called Puritito Michoacan, and this track is Hermosa Lupita.
Cuando tú te vayas y de mí te ausentes, Guadalupe, mi alma, yo muero de pasión. Ay, cuando tú te vayas, que de mí te ausentes, yo muero de pasión. Ay, cuando tú te vayas, que de mí te ausentes, yo muero de pasión. Llorando por ti. Ya duérmete, Lupita, tus sueños cabales. Perdóname, Lupita, si yo te ofendí. Cuando tú te vayas, que de mí te ausentes, Guadalupe, mi alma, yo muero de pasión. Y te idolatro, bello ángel de amor.
I do love a bit of Mexican music. I wasn't that great. Los Originarios del Pal. Now, you may well have seen some clips on social media of the Manx youth folk group Scran performing at the Royal Albert Hall in the Music for Youth Proms about 2 weeks ago. Congratulations to them. What a brilliant performance. The lineup that performed that night, Frank, Fraser, Ailith, Daniel, Ailish, Razor and Jack, really did the Isle of Man proud. They performed a 7-minute set, including traditional songs and jigs in Manx, and a set of reels. Brilliant stuff. So here is something from the most recent recording by the band, mentored of course by Dave Kilgallen. This is from the album G's from a couple of years ago, and it's Coleg. Great set of tunes by Scran, and congratulations to them again on appearing at the Royal Albert Hall. Here's a Welsh track for you by Elin Acaris from an album released by the Sain label, S-A-I-N, showcasing much of their recent output. And this track is called I Gwiliaid. Apologies no doubt are needed for my pronunciation, but I think you'll recognise the tune.
Gwylliaid yn y gwydd, dewch yn hyd, Y gwylliaid yn y gwydd, dewch yn hyd. Y gwylliaid yn y gwydd, rhaid tarong o laid i. I gadw'n traed yn rhydd, mae hi'n bryd, mae hi'n bryd. I gadw'n traed yn rhydd, mae hi'n bryd. Y gyfraith roes y gair gyda'r haf, gyda'r haf. Y gyfraith roes y gair gyda'r haf. Y gyfraith roes y gair a byddwn digwydd mai. Yn crogi yn y ffaith, ddigon saff, ddigon saff. Yn crogi yn y ffaith, ddigon saff. Mae clogyn Rowland Lee yw foddhad, yw foddhad. Mae clogyn Rowland Lee yw foddhad. Mae clogyn Rowland Lee o'n goch yn gweud i ni. O ffwrdro caifau sbri yn ein gwlad, yn ein gwlad. O ffwrdro caifau sbri yn ein gwlad. Gwylliaid yn y gwydd, dewch yn hyd, dewch yn hyd. Y gwylliaid yn y gwydd, dewch yn hyd. Y gwylliaid yn y gwydd, rhaid tarong o laid i. I gadw'n traed yn rhydd, mae hi'n bryd, mae hi'n bryd. I gadw'n traed yn rhydd, mae hi'n bryd. Ni alldeddfau di a gwyn, ladd gwir, ladd gwir. Ni alldeddfau di a gwyn, ladd gwir. Ni alldeddfau di a gwyn, fydd dorri'r bobl hyn. Fe gadw'n gofyn hyn, drwy ein tydd, drwy ein tydd. Fe gadw'n gofyn hyn, drwy ein tydd. Gwylliaid yn y gwydd, dewch yn hyd, dewch yn hyd. Y gwylliaid yn y gwydd, dewch yn hyd. Y gwylliaid yn y gwydd, rhaid tarong o laid i. I gadw'n traed yn rhydd, mae hi'n bryd, mae hi'n bryd. I gadw'n traed yn rhydd, mae hi'n bryd.
Well, as far as I can work out, with the help of the internet, I gwylliaid refers to bandits. In particular, the Red Bandits of Mordithwy, a band of red-haired robbers or highwaymen. But the tune, I'm sure you would recognise from this song.
Ye Jacobites by name, lend an ear, lend an ear. Ye Jacobites by name, lend an ear. Ye Jacobites by name, your thoughts I will proclaim. Your doctrines I'm unblamed, you shall hear, you shall hear. Your doctrines I'm unblamed, you shall hear. What makes heroic strife famed afar, famed afar? What makes heroic strife famed afar? What makes heroic strife to whet the assassin's knife and hunt a parent's life with bloody war, bloody war, and hunt a parent's life with bloody war? Ye Jacobites by name, lend an ear, lend an ear. Ye Jacobites by name, lend an ear. Ye Jacobites by name, your thoughts I will proclaim. Your doctrines I'm on blame, you shall hear, you shall hear. Your doctrines I'm on blame, you shall hear. What is right and what is wrong by the law, by the law. What is right and what is wrong by the law. What is right and what is wrong, a short sword and a long. A weak arm and a strong, for to draw, for to draw. A weak arm and a strong, for to draw. Ye Jacobites by name, lend an ear, lend an ear. Ye Jacobites by name, lend an ear. Ye Jacobites by name, your faults I will proclaim. Your doctrines I'm on blame, you shall hear, you shall hear. Your doctrines I'm on blame, you shall hear. Then leave your schemes alone in the state, in the state. Then leave your schemes alone in the state. Then leave your schemes alone, adore the rising sun. And leave a man undone to his fate, to his fate. And leave a man undone to his fate. Ye Jacobites by name, lend an ear, lend an ear. Ye Jacobites by name, lend an ear. Ye Jacobites by name, your thoughts I will proclaim. Your doctrines I'm on blame, you shall hear, you shall hear. Your doctrines I'm on blame, you shall hear.
That, of course, was Ye Jacobites by name, and that was by Alistair MacDonald from 2003. It's been good to have Colin Banks-Jones down at the session in O'Donnell's on a Wednesday night sometimes in recent months. I've also seen him busking on Strand Street, and he's been doing a fine version of Ye Jacobites by name too. Now to the new album by John Smith, I've played you a few tracks from this. It's called Gatherings, and it's reimaginings of some of his older songs. Perhaps my favourite album of his is called Great Lakes, and this is the title track. But as I say, it's a new recording from his latest release, Gatherings, and features also the fantastic voices of the Staves.
I get into my car, drive away from my life. I'm suddenly certain she won't be my wife, and the jewelry I give her remains in the bottom of a drawer. In some room I won't enter, with a cold unchristened floor. The man she is leaving stands by the door, weeping at words. Hey brother, I heard them before. Go to the water for the time that I need. Oh, my heart wears a fancy dress, burst at the seams. All that mattered and all that I've seen, diving into the Great Lakes of love. It was foolish resistance I heard in the distance. The drums of the band, they were beating persistently, letting me know it's nothing but time to move on. Darling, hair up, top down, and I wait silently, won't make a sound. It'd soften the blow if I leave without saying hello. Go to the water for the time that I need. Love is nothing, love is everything, love is never in between. All that matters and all that I've seen, diving into the Great Lakes of love. The willow will bend and I swim out for more. I swim out for more. And go to the water for the time that I need. Oh, my heart wears a fancy dress, burst at the seams. All that mattered and all that I've seen, diving into the great lakes of love, and falling into those great lakes with you.
Very nice indeed. John Smith with the Staves and Great Lakes. Well, we've had one long ballad so far, Fair Annie. So here's another one, Young Alvin by Tim Van Eycken.
Young Alvin lived in Worcestershire, a man of high renown, and he fell in love with the fair Melanie, who lived in London town, who lived in London town. He dreamt of her full many's the night, and pined for her all the day, until his heart and ready hand, he could no longer stay. Could no longer stay. So sending for his stable boy, he this to him did say, go saddle for me my jet black steed, and likewise of my grey, and likewise of my grey. With his broadsword all by his side, he rode to London town. But ere he came to Earl's Court, the sun had long gone down. The sun had long gone down. So he went in haste to her father's house, the place wherein dwelt she. And he has asked of her chambermaid if he his love might see, if he his love might see. But the chambermaid did thus reply, she rests upon her bed, and she is weeping tears of grief, for tomorrow she must wed, for tomorrow she must wed. Well, if tomorrow she must wed, pray tell to me the man, that I may meet him face to face, and slay him if I can, and slay him if I can. Well, his name it is John Farthington, a rich and a cruel lord, and many a brave and gallant man has fallen by his sword, has fallen by his sword. Well, they met within the Lord's good yard, and Alvin spoke this line, I have come to wed fair Melanie, I hold that she be mine, I hold that she be mine. Well, up and spoke Rule Farthington, I deem it meet, said he, that she should pay her father's debt, I claim her for my fee, I claim her for my fee. Then draw your sword, Lord Farthington, for one of us must die, and the other shall wed fair Melanie, and that one shall be I, and that one shall be I. Well, the battle began with force and skill all on that summer's night. But Alvin proved the better man before the break of light, before the break of light. And then in a haste to her father's house to tell her she was free. Arise, arise, fair Melanie, tomorrow you wed with me. Tomorrow you wed with me. And he's placed her on a dapple grey and mounted by her side, and taken her to Worcestershire and made of her his bride, and made of her his bride.
Alvin and Melanie are not names you often hear in folk songs, are they? Anyway, that was Tim Van Eycken from his album Stiffs, Lovers, Holy Men, Thieves. There's been lots of songs and not so many tunes, so I'll finish with some tunes tonight. I'll be back next week to play you more great folk and roots music from the Isle of Man and from all around the world. This is Ema and the Gift Horse. Don't look it in the mouth.